Hello everybody, did this make it better? And today we're doing what Deku was cheated on part 27. Last time we left off was Zuko facing Sir Nai. Now Nai is talking about all this shit about how that Muriel is way better with all these skills, practice, and more that he has taught him personally, that Zuko could never be exactly like Muriel. Zuko's taking this in, and at first he was going to warm up against Third Night Eye for this test, but now he's getting a little pissed. For one, giving comments like that to a kid that just barely got to work really ticks you off in a worst way possible. And two, getting compared to someone else that's 2 years or even 3 years older. No duh, they're going to have experience. No duh, way more than me. Than him, of course. But he's saying this just in his head. And he does not say anything. He just gets into a stance and says, ready. Sir Nai press a stopwatch and says, start. Now Zuko, to trick Sir Nai, he'll throw some fake punches. Anything that seemingly has power, but not really. He's fighting. And now in canon, it said he will say that this is all foolish. You are not able to counter any of my attacks if I ever attack. And Zuko just kind of smirks. But Sir Nai can't see the next 10 seconds for some unknown reason. He's thinking that he's just blinked for that long, but in those 10 seconds, Zuko starts moving faster and faster. And when he finally charges up one for all electric side of it, he electrified the whole room, passing out also Nai because he tried to jump, but Zuko figured as much and had some lightning sticks, basically some metal rods in his jacket that was touching Zuko at first, but he transferred it to Sir Nai, which in turn all the electricity in the room went straight to him to reconnect that energy field, which Sir Nai did not see, and making him pass out. Zuko grabbed the thing, stamped it. Well, grabbed it and did not even stamp it. After Nai finally awake, after a minute, he said, I see, so you tracked me. Zuko remarks, sir, I had less time to train my quirk, less time to train on any ability. I had no one to teach me. And you're going to stand there, tell me exactly what I don't have because you trained someone else 2 years earlier. Do you see how stupid that sounds? I should have just gone with Ryuko. She would have been way better than this. And Sir Nai say, why would you take her instead of me? I used to be all my psychic. I have more experience. Zuko said, well, if you put it that way, no. he tossed it right back, but with some force. And Sir Nai tried to catch it, and that force pushed Sir Nai back. He thinks to it about this kid giving him some attitude. And Zook said, hold on. Before you think I'm giving you attitude, you gave me this kind of energy to me first. So I'm just giving it right back. If you want my respect, you must earn it. Same thing with you. You want respect, you earn it. Man, I really hate people like you. Thinking you're all high and mighty if you can't even take a fucking punch. Wow. And I thought this place was great. As he was about to leave, Sir Nai had this feeling that he needs to keep this kid. So he grind his teeth and asked Zuko to explain exactly how good is he in the fight. Zuko is still taking some steps away, about to open the door, and out of nowhere, Mario opened the door, saw Zuko, and decided to throw a punch. Zuko dodged immediately, sweep kicked his legs on the floor, and proceeded to do 2 kicks on Mario's back and legs. Which Mario, he just wanted to see if he could do it. Just to give a few punches to Zuko. Now Zuko gets back up while Mario's on the floor, not knowing what to do now. And Sir Nai sees this and asks Zuko, how do you know about his weak points? Zuko said, easy. When he breathes in, you can barely tell that he's breathing in. Other points. No one really covers their back unless they need to be touched for work reasons. Therefore, back, front, and legs. It's the only way for him to be connected to the ground and not fall through. If not, then he'll be he should be through the floor, the concrete, at all times. If not, that's his weak point. One fight, I learned. One fight. With one fight with you, I can tell that you're just a prick. Unless you really have a good reason of teaching me actual skills, I have no reason to be here. And Zuko leaves. He gets out and calls Ryoku and asks if he could do study work with her. Now Ryoku have learned that Nejire and Jiro is saying Zuko. So she's saying maybe, but she remembers all the good times too. And she was trying to say yes, but she already had taken so many. So she convinced her agency, I'm not sure if she's a leader or not. She just basically tells them that he'll be there for a week and probably improve their agency, basically. Now Zuko goes there, and during this time, Sir Nai is thinking of all the possibilities that this could have gone wrong better. And he thinks about it more. And then he finally gets some paperwork from Zuko, which he says Zuko has been worked with for this amount of time, had no training prior because everybody thinks of him as useless and not able to do anything because quirklessness is a freaking thing. And I finally understand that this kid had to go through so much shit, the worst things about society. Because now I knows how bad the world is against quirkless people, or even people with bad quirks. So he swallowed his pride and asked for All Might if All Might can bring Zuko again. Now Zuko, for 3 days, was in Ryoku's agency, and he basically light up the room, made it where it's more welcoming for anybody to go in, feel more relaxed, but get serious in the nick of time. In the past, it was harder to change how serious you are in some areas, basically around the boss areas. But Zuko, being a smooth talker, basically made that easier and gave some tips to everybody else. Now, when he was called by All Might and All Might explaining, Zuko says, "Sure, I'll do it." Now, during this time, Mario and the Bubble Girl did go out and patrol, but and a little instant, I can't say it. A little meeting with Eri has happened, because we all know if Zuko was there, he would have been the one to stop it, no matter what Mario said. So he's not in the picture, thankfully. Dang, so close. So he goes over to Nice agency, see how everybody is, and his first time there, he wasn't focused on that. He was focused on Sir Nine-Eye. But now, he's seeing how everybody is forced to smile, which really creeps him out. So he said hi to a few, cracked some jokes, and they actually are laughing. Zuko is learning everybody's personality and what exactly makes them laugh. Because the forcing a smile is all good and well, but faking it for this long of time really drains you. So he said this to everybody after he made them laugh, and they agree, of course. But Sir Nine-Eye is the boss of this area, so he's what he said goes. And Zuko said, maybe I should give him a talking to. Which the heroes don't understand how a kid will be able to talk down a pro hero, but they would love to see this happen. Now, this will be the end. Goodbye. Hope you like it. Also, one more thing. God damn it. I'm going to do the other part. I just don't know where I can.